So, this is the last days. You still got people in ultimate denial. This demon, he got the air fucked up, he got the water fucked up, got all the food chains been manipulated. You're not worried about, how's it they had the nerve to say that people were worried that about their water supply. You worried about the water supply, that the Arabs would contaminate the water supply. Hey, too late. The devil puts rat poisoning in the water, and it's been putting rat poison. Fluoride is rat poison. If Jewish doctors and dentists can put mercury in people's teeth and all the other diabolical and Frankensteinian manifestations that they've been taking place for the last 200 years, you're not even supposed to even get into a debate with any human being that thinks that the white man is not the devil. You're not even supposed to, an exalted being, I'll say. You're not even supposed to be talking to somebody, like I said, but hi, goodbye, because it's a waste of energy. Christian scripture says you can't cast pearls to swine. All you're doing is wasting your time. You have a better time, like I said, to go home and have a deeper conversation if you talk to the wall in your house than if you talk to these two-legged, manufactured creatures of Western civilization in the last demonic, satanic, panic, crazed days. Everybody's panicked, everybody's on end, everybody's in fear. If you are God's child, you don't fear, because you don't fear God, because you and God is all right. That's a Christian concept about sin. The only sin that took place on the planet Earth is that any human being allowed a white man to walk it. That's the original sin. If you want to talk about sin up on this motherfucker. And the only way, when you want to talk about Jesus' blood washing your soul, the only way that your soul will be cleansed if you fight against all white people, Western civilization, as long as you're on the set. And if you don't, then that's the only criteria for the judgment of a soul of a human being. Now, because Caucasians don't got no souls, if somebody you still got to convince somebody in this late day that this motherfucker's got some kind of spiritual feeling, then it's a waste of energy. Forget about it. All black people are locked in a Holocaust, except the unique thing about it is that most of them are cooperating. Every time you have something of a more diabolical nature take place, the people say, we want it. And so you want more police? We want it. You want some more drugs? But yet still they want a drug-free America, but every goddamn day they got a new drug to give you a job. What's up with that? But if a devil, biggest drug dealers in the world, got an MD on his name, everything's all right. But if a nigga's out there on the corner selling something, he's killing his own people. You got more old black people on legal drugs than you got black people on illegal drugs. We said that before. Why are black people so ignorant? Because they're controlled and programmed. 666, or the consciousness of the beast, or the manipulation of what little they had to think with, is so complete and so total at this particular point in time, very real communication can come on. So you only can talk to somebody, we say somebody that's in the spirit, somebody that's on the frequency, somebody that has the divine word, somebody whose third eye is open and rattled. And that, to establish that, you don't establish that intellectually. You have to establish that spiritually. It's just like if somebody is working for Satan, most 99% Negroes enjoy the company of other 99% Negroes. Why? Because they're worshiping the same thing. What? Evil, Caucasians, the government, their job. They pride themselves in paying taxes. They pride themselves on how many days they never took off from work. That's a trained 20th century, magnetized, obsolete black-ass Negro slave of the year 2001, and he's in the process, thank God, of his own destruction. So that's why all of them are jumping out of their skin. Because the ones that are still dust particles, and they're fucking what little brains and fingers and toes that they had, is all still rotting down downtown Manhattan. That's judgment on them. They were perpetuating and holding up a system that has devoured the nations of the world and continues to do so. If you want to deal with it, Islam says oppression is worse than slaughter. So that means that the Quran says oppression is worse than slaughter, then Islam says it's better to kill everybody than to allow them to live 1 second by being oppressed. And who just happen, the people that just happen to be oppressed, they just changed and called it the third world. Like I said, mankind is at war with humanity. The maggot is riding the elephant. And the elephant still wants to ask the maggot, when is my next peanut?